Hey everyone, John again here once again from Sydney Serpents. And remember last video we went through snake wings and cage cleanings. Today what we're going to do is a bit of the same, but I'm going to leave some of that footage out. And just going to do pretty much a straight feeding video today. Okay, first up we got this little Motley butter that we picked up a few months back. I'm pretty excited to get these guys up to weight and get them breeding. The color's just incredible. I know not too many people around Cape Breton have, or if anyone actually has anything like this around here. Not a crazy style morph, but still really cool looking. This is the male actually. It's a Motley butter, and we have the female also, who is actually just a normal butter. But we're gonna put him in his new cage, clean cage, and see if he wants to bite to eat here. This guy's pretty bad for doing that, but he just bit it and let it go, but he'll take it. There we go. Pretty small meal for him, to be honest. I thought it was a little bit bigger when I first started thawing out, but it'll do for now for a couple of days, and then we'll give him something else as well. Okay, next up is the female here, which is the pair, or the mate I should say, eventually, to the Motley butter. This is just a normal butter. Nice looking female. She's already a lot bigger than the male, and can take a little bit bigger prey items for right now. Still pinkies, but we try to give her a little bit bigger. She usually pretty much eats every single time. Really good feeder. Let's see if she wants something right now. Yeah, she was pretty hungry. It's pretty funny to see these guys go nuts like that, and it's pretty funny still actually to see them try and coil, because some of them don't really know how to right away, but they kind of just flop around the cage until they have it a way that they feel secure with, and then they just eat it from there. But like I said, that's the female. Definitely won't be ready to go for the next maybe 2 years or so, or getting close to that. But it'll be pretty sweet when they get that big. We start producing some babies from these guys. All right, next up, we got the male normal corn. This is actually another pair I got from the same guy, Tom Lewis, in Halifax. This is the male, and you can kind of see through the cage here. I didn't clean it just yet. Is the female. Kind of call them the crazies a little bit because they're really aggressive feeders. Still very cool corn snakes. They're pretty nice. But good thing about these guys is that they're apparently they're triple hets. Now the guy who bred them has been breeding for a while, so I do trust his judgment and everything like that. But apparently they carry Anery A, Anery B, and A male traits. So these guys should be ready to go next year, hopefully. They are a pretty good, decent size right now. The females, again, is bigger than the male, which is not really a big thing with corn snakes. But these guys, I'm kind of hoping that we can start hibernating them next year. You know, if not, we still might try them next spring, because they'll definitely be up in size by then. But like I said, just a normal looking corn snake, but they got those hets in them there, so we can produce some charcoals, and even up to have a possibility at some blizzards and snows from them. But I'm gonna give him a bite and we'll see how he strikes now. Oh. It was actually a pretty nice one this time. Usually it's these guys flopping around the cage like a crazy person trying to get it, but he took it pretty nice there. So I'm gonna fire him back in his cage and we'll move on to the female. Okay, here we go with the female. Like I said, pretty much identical looking, though she is a bit bigger than the male. Now this one is usually pretty crazy for strikes and whatnot. And as soon as you take off the top, she's ready for it. Wasn't a bad little strike. It's still pretty calm for her though. Like I said, they're usually flopping around here like going retarded on it, but pretty nice little strike. She'll have this down in about, geez, not even 2 minutes or so. but I'd rather have them as really decent feeders than have a little bit of trouble with them. But again, corn snakes don't have too much trouble with corns unless they have a parasite or something. But these guys are doing really well. Like I said, I've only had them less than a year, and they're basically quadrupled in size since we had them. So hopefully good luck for next year with them. Alright, next up we got our hypo. This was actually a female that we didn't know was a female in at the store that I work at, Pets Unlimited here in Sydney. Had her in the store for a while, and this is what basically the company we got her from had classed as a adult corn, quote unquote, but still pretty small. Should be a little bit bigger, but we got her in the into our collection now, and she is putting on weight very nicely. The hypo itself, like, a lot of people don't recognize too much of a difference, but she has a lot more oranges, kind of a faded kind of pattern, and this is where basically the ghost patterns come from, or has a big deal with anyways. So pretty excited to get her up. I don't expect her ready for next year, but you know, could be possible. But we're just taking it slow with this one. See if she wants a bite as well, which shouldn't be a problem. It's a pretty good little strike. So just a decent eater, so we like her. Okay, here we have a cooler morph of corn, I find. This is the Blizzard. You have to look really hard, and you probably can't see it on this little screen, but the pattern's really faded, just kind of like a snow, but when she gets bigger, she'll hopefully be just pure white. There's kind of one of the crazy strikes that I was talking about. They still don't even really know how to coil it properly, but they still eat it just fine. This is one of the morphs that we're hopefully going to get from that hypo as well, and also, I shouldn't say the hypo, but the two normal hets that we have. Pretty slim chance to get it from them, but still, we do have a little bit of a chance, and with any luck, we might get a couple. But this one here is actually about the same size, and she will hopefully be ready to go. It'll be pretty close, but we'll be ready to go for next year as well. Very good eaters. Okay, this is the actual just the snow. You can see a little bit on here. You can see the pattern a lot better, but very similar colors. Although the Blizzard looks pretty much just solid pink right now. Also a very good eater. Sexist one as well, and turns out to be a female. So we kind of lucked out with our smaller corns that we've got for the store I work for, and even from other people as well. We turned out to have about 4 females and 2 males, I guess you'd say. That's just for the small ones, not including the big ones, but still very cool. Also a very good eater. Try to get her back and come into her cage here. Actually, just take her back into the cage. Yeah, give me 1 sec. Another crazy strike as well.